I'm Nikola Petrovic, Director of ISAC Fund, an NGO from Belgrade. Now, most of such news, information, and analysis can be separated in three major groups. The first one, since the February this year, of course, has to deal with the war in Ukraine. This group can be divided further into three major subgroups, where the first one contains all this information, news and analysis which deal with the Russian military superiority and its impending victory in the war in Ukraine. The second one contains news, analysis, and the statesmen and the politician statements which are putting the blame for this conflict on NATO, United States of America, or even European Union. Now, the special place in this group is taken by all these news and analyses which are trying to prove the existence of the vast number of biolabs and biochemistry labs in Ukraine, which are run by United States of America, and which are secret of character and are being used for development of the weapons of mass destruction, or in some cases, for development of COVID-19 and its disbursement around the world. The third group contains news and analysis about economic side of this conflict and about sanctions imposed to Russian Federation by EU and United States of America. In these information, these news and analysis, it is always being portrayed that the sanctions and economic measures taken against the Russian Federation have absolutely no effect and are actually only harming the Western world. Now, the second major group of not so often false information, but more often negative narratives, is of regional character and has to do of Serbia's issues which it has with its neighbors. Unfortunately, in the last 3 months, most of such news are tied to the not so successful process of normalization between Belgrade and Pristina. The third major group represents local information which are being issued by Serbian political elites and has the goal of either strengthening their position or justifying their decisions and actions. The sources of such information can be of local character or foreign character. Now, most of the disinformation that have to do with the war in Ukraine are coming, or it's being distributed directly from some of the major Russian Federation media sites like Russia Today and Sputnik. The sources for other two groups, major groups of disinformation and negative narratives in Serbia, are almost exclusively of local character, meaning they are created in Serbia or they are created by the Serbian political elites and then just being transmitted by Serbian media. The situation with disinformation and even more with negative narratives, which are significantly increasing the tensions between various nations in the region, is quite difficult and hard to combat. Many of these media portals and news portals have very big influence on Serbian population, and combating those would have to go through huge information campaigns and educational campaigns that will teach people how to make a right choice how to make a proper choice when choosing their source of information.